is enough said.
Happy Saturday, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Guys, please don't forget to support this channel. Smash the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. We are pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Now together, you guys, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now look, before we get to today's topic, you know whenever there's ever a game, got to give you guys a heads up. So Miami Heat lose last night to the Boston Celtics. Now, I wasn't able to do a short or video about this yesterday. I was on the road, but definitely want to talk about it today because this is trash. Heat lose another one. This makes it 7 straight losses. Solid performances by Andrew Wiggins, 23 points. Tyler Hero, 19 points. Davion Mitchell comes off the bench. I don't know why. 12 points. Kel'el Ware comes off the bench as well. Interesting starting lineup. You go with Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero in the backcourt with Andrew Wiggins, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and Bam Adebayo starting. Bam looks checked out. Bam hasn't really played well these last couple games, only shooting 7 shots from the field, 9 points, 9 rebounds. Doesn't look really pushed to me. I will say this, you guys. 7 straight losses. The Heat are the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference, and you're thinking, man, this might be a good thing because, 7 straight losses, this means that we're tanking. We can maybe get out of the play-in, and then if we don't make the playoffs, we can, keep our draft pick, and we'll have Golden State's draft pick for 2 first-round draft picks, and that'll be nice. That's not happening, y'all. The Heat are still 5.5 games above Toronto for the 11th seed. They're about 7 games below Detroit for the 6th seed. We are stuck in this purgatory. And I know I've mentioned this in recent videos, you guys, but this is where we are. It's purgatory. I cannot wait for the end of the season because we're going to have a lot to look forward to in the offseason. But for right now, you guys, it's game by game of suffering. And the Heat, they've done this thing, you guys, and it's crazy. The Heat are the worst fourth quarter team in the NBA this year, you guys. They've blown 17 leads in the fourth quarter. About 15 of those were double-digit leads. This team is insanely horrible in the fourth quarter. And I know why. I've said why, you guys, because you don't have that guy that you can go to in the fourth quarter and say, win us this game. Now, look, I'll be real. My boy Tyler Hero, all-star season, has played the best of his career this year. Bam Adebayo, a 2-time all-star. Bam and Tyler are both NBA all-star caliber players. Although, they're not consistent all-star players. You need that guy on this team that in the fourth quarter you can say, win us this game. A Kevin Durant who will be available this offseason. Even though he's old, dude drops 27 points a game. If Minnesota doesn't go far in the playoffs, maybe you start talking to the front office about a potential Anthony Edwards trade. Maybe Trae Young becomes available. You need a guy that in the fourth quarter can score. You thought you had that with Terry Rozier. He's trash. Maybe this whole investigating thing with the NBA, you guys, with the whole point shaving thing, maybe that's getting to him. Because he was having great games last year before he got injured. That 34-point game against Boston, insane. Terry was better for us last year. Maybe this whole investigation situation, is more than we think. Or maybe he's just trash. I don't know. It looks like both. Who knows? But when you look at this roster, you guys, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, Kel'el Ware, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic when he comes back from injury, Davion Mitchell, Pelle Larsson, Haywood Highsmith. These are all building blocks for a potential championship caliber team. You just need that guy that you put who is an all-star, superstar level player. That's what will make a Heat a championship team. And I know that is redundant to say, oh yeah, you put a superstar player here, of course they're a contender. But that is what we need. Doesn't have to be the best player in the NBA. It could be another all-star level player, so that way you're putting them next to Bam and Tyler. Because look, Andrew Wiggins last night, 23 points. Andrew Wiggins is exceptional, but he's not that consistent as well. I mean, he is averaging over 20 points a game since he's come back from injury. he is a little bit more consistent there. But we're seeing this is not the team, y'all. Maybe giving them another shot together next year, who knows? But we know that with Pat Riley being as old as he is, he wants to try to contend now. And that's a great segue into where I want to lead to with this episode, you guys. Is it time for Pat Riley to wave the white flag and say, you know what? It's time for me to step down. I've been a big proponent for the Godfather. I've always respect Pat Riley since he's been in this organization in 95 when I started watching this team. All I've known is Pat Riley under Miami Heat culture. And I know the stories. I know the Los Angeles Lakers Showtime coach, the way he changed his persona when he was with the Knicks, then coming here. Pat Riley's a legend in the NBA, but at the end of the day, you guys, Father Time is always undefeated. And the last few years, we've seen Pat Riley swing and miss at a lot of opportunities. Now, yeah, he did trade for Alonzo Mourning in 95. Traded for Jamal Mashburn during the 97 season. He made a huge splash trading for Eddie Jones in 2000. Then you make the biggest splash trading for Shaquille O'Neal in 2004. That gets you your first championship in 2006. Then you make even a huger splash signing LeBron James and Chris Bosh in free agency, bringing back Dwayne Wade to create the Big Three. However, a lot of that was done by Wade, James, and Bosh themselves. The smart thing that Pat Riley and Andy Ellsberg did was create the cap flexibility to bring all three of them together. Because if they did not do that, Wade and LeBron would have gone to Chicago. Honest opinion. So you can argue who really made that happen. Was it Pat Riley and Andy Ellsberg creating room, or Dwayne Wade orchestrating that? But ever since then, the trades and the moves that Pat Riley has made has been called into question. Yes, you make a great trade in 2015 for Goran Dragic. That works out very well, even though you lose 2 first-round draft picks. Then you trade for Jimmy Butler in 2019. That leads you to 2 NBA Finals. And after that, you swing and miss on guys like James Harden, Kevin Durant multiple times, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving again. The Miami Heat's name goes constantly with every player that is rumored to be traded, and the Heat do not get the job done. There's even more names that we've talked about that the Heat have been interested in that they just haven't gotten. Just some of these names that I've mentioned are the big players that actually requested trades and that named the Miami Heat as one of the teams that we're interested in. And because Pat didn't want to give up all of his assets, or Pat just feeling like he can wait and get it done, didn't happen. But the biggest swing and a miss that we saw was Damian Lillard. Jimmy Butler leads you in an NBA Finals run, but obviously shows you that he needs that other guy to win. Damian Lillard requests a trade and specifically says Miami or bust. It becomes a point where he says, if I'm traded anywhere else besides Miami, I will not show up to training camp. Good Lord, do you need anything more? And the Heat still couldn't get it done because per Dan Le Batard, that was reported, it's Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and draft picks or nothing. This is the best offer you're going to get. And then Damian Lillard says, nope, if you can't get it done, I'm down to go to Brooklyn or Milwaukee. Traded to Milwaukee. And then Milwaukee, our rival, gets Damian Lillard. And then Drew Holiday, who gets sent to Portland, gets traded to our other rival, the Boston Celtics. So now our rivals, who we've embarrassed in the playoffs the previous few years, that previous year in 2023, bouncing Milwaukee in the first round and then getting a 3-0 lead, winning Game 7 against Boston. Now these teams are insanely pissed at us. They upgrade and get way better. And what's Pat Riley's response? Josh Richardson and Thomas Bryant. And we'll draft Jaime Jaquez. Let's go again, Jimmy. Now, a lot of Heat fans, myself included, were thinking, hey, get to the playoffs, Jimmy will put that Batman cape on, and together with this hustle, grind, and the respect of Erik Spoelstra's coaching, we can do it again. Jimmy gets hurt. We never know. Now here you are. You're in a situation where you have lost your star franchise player in Jimmy Butler, and it is time to regroup and regain. And I want to read a quote from Jeff Teague's podcast, you guys. Very successful podcast that Jeff Teague runs on YouTube. Hilarious as hell. Great stories. But he made a suggestion. Former NBA player Jeff Teague, and a lot of people listen to what he says. He suggested it's time to blow up the Miami Heat. It's time for the Heat to blow up too. It's time for the whole organization just to start over. Let Pat Riley just go ahead and retire, man. Sit down somewhere. You're 88. I don't think Pat's 88. Let's just start it over. Let Erik Spoelstra run the team from the top to the bottom. Be the coach and the GM. Just start over. End quote. And that's the question I want to ask you guys. With all the mistakes that Pat Riley has made, especially that rumor when he was sleeping during the trade deadline, good Lord. Is it time for Pat Riley to say, you know what? My time has come. It's time to step down. But who does he give the keys to? Because we've seen in the past, you guys, coaches that are also GMs doesn't usually work a lot. Look at Doc Rivers. Like, he recently did that with the Clippers. Didn't really work out. When you're a coach, it's best to focus on coaching. Because now if you got to run the organization as well, it becomes a pain in the ass. Alonzo Mourning has been shadowing Pat Riley now for a long time. Alonzo Mourning is still a guy who is respected, who is still watched by players, highlights on YouTube and stuff. And he has a younger vibe, man. Maybe it's time for a guy like Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway, both of them, I don't know, but just so. So who would you guys think would be better? Spoelstra as the new GM or Pat Riley? Except, wow, or poor Alonzo Mourning. Do you think it's time for Pat Riley to step down? I think it would be better if Erik Spoelstra stays coaching and Alonzo Mourning becomes the new GM or the new team president, whatever you want to call it. I think it is. I think it is time. I know Pat Riley's stubborn in his ways and he wants to give the Heat another championship. But with the proof that we've had recently, with what's recently gone down, I think it is probably time for a change, man. Especially with how this team is doing, you guys. Pat Riley's, the Jimmy Butler era, that was Pat's last shot to win the ring. 2 NBA Finals is something to definitely be proud about. But I think it's time, especially now with this new team, the youth movement, it's time to go on not just a youth movement for the team, but to go on a youth movement with the front office. Let Zoe take the keys. Or give Spo a shot. But I think it's time for a change. It's no disrespect. I love The Godfather, you guys. And for anybody that's going to be in my comments saying, Ernest, why are you hating The Godfather? You have no respect. Watch any of my previous episodes, you guys. I love Pat Riley. Pat Riley's all I've known since I've been a Miami Heat fan. I respect The Godfather, but I also know when it's time to step aside. So let me know what you think in the comments, Heat Nation. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe as we push the 6,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for the continued support. Until next time, your boy Ernest out, and that is enough said.